now.
Yeah.
Because that's like almost worse than football teams. To like beer brands. They will get fucking furious if you drink the wrong beer. So they're changing some rules. Okay, so you're only so you were allowed to go to the clubs under 18 before. That's fucked up. These are the new rules, right? That had just been introduced by the fucking, I suppose, the government, right?
Or it could be an association of,
Yeah,
of bars and nightclubs.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think this is an association, right? Okay, you need to wear shoes and a top.
What about pants? Do you need to wear pants or underwear?
They do a universal kicking. If you get kicked out of one place, get kicked out of all of them. You can't do drugs
Ooh.
anymore. That's a big one.
Oh wow.
I mean, probably for the better, really.
Well, I mean, you could do drugs before you go to the nightclub or
Yeah.
bar.
Oh, you can't drink on the street. This is some 1984 shit. Holy shit.
What the fuck? That's like some America level shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Public drunkenness.
I mean, I assume this is just during like football matches.
No, this is in general in like the party area. They can't sell alcohol after 9:30? What?
Jesus, even over
This
here
is
in my
yeah,
state.
like yeah,
That's
like
why
over
people go there.
yeah.
You're not allowed to wear costumes or carry megaphones
Okay,
or-
that's just
or play
no.
loud music. You're not allowed to have sex in public. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's I
Uh,
can understand that.
You're not allowed to like piss it all over the place and throw garbage around. That's also reasonable.
Basically, behave like a civilized human being.
You're not allowed to bring
Yeah.
sex dolls.
That seems oddly specific, and you
Yeah.
know that
Okay,
somebody has
yeah,
probably
I'm fine
done
with
that.
that, but
You're
the
not
no
allowed
public-
to purchase things from people who are selling items on the street. You're not allowed
Oh,
to
that's
offer
the-
massages.
that not buying from people on the street. That's I think the target like immigrants.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't. So this doesn't say. Actually, when we were in Italy, I actually scammed one of those guys.
Yeah. Those are the guys. Those are the guys who walk around with like a 6-pack of beer and sell them individually.
Yeah, like I got like for the whole group of people who were in Italy, we all have like these African armbands now. I scammed the
yeah,
shit
the
out of that
friendship
guy.
bracelets.
I still feel bad about it. I wasn't even trying to do it. This says nothing about the fucking about the football shirts though. It says nothing about that.
Still, that no public drinking and no.
I mean, it's
no
straight up.
alcohol after 9:30. I mean, yeah, that's like dry county America level shit.
I mean that it's the crazy thing about this.
Is this only on the weekdays or
No,
is
this
it
is
all
like
the
in
time?
general and like specifically in the like this is why people go to
Yeah.
I mean, this island relies on tourism, and it's either high-end tourism for like rich people who go to fincas, or it's Ballermann Tourismus, and it's Ballermann Tourismus for Germans and Magaluf shit for the English. And in those areas specifically, that's now illegal. This does not, however, say anything about the fucking there was some other headline about like football shirts.
No, this is worse. This is worse.
This is straight up like people. It's like even normal to not walk around with a shirt there, culturally speaking. Like people just do that. But hey, I've never been to that place. I just think that it's gonna be shooting in the foot of like the people who live there. Like the island is entirely dependent on tourism as an industry, so.
Yeah, yeah.
And especially after the last 2 years, that's really going to destroy, I think.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say it's not like Tenerife, where Tenerife has tourism, but it also has like fishing and shipping and all that.
I mean, there's fishing and shipping, but like it's very basic. It's like for to supply the local population with fish and stuff. Like it has a local economy, but all the money that like comes in, pretty much all tourism.
I mean, this is like a beast is saying that like no drug use allowed at concerts and raves.
Yeah, this is so weird. Like I understand. I understand from like a perspective of like not wanting to have those people there as why you would do this kind of legislation, but literally these people, they bring in the money to the island. Like, oh, actually, a friend of mine. This is mega fucked up. So a friend of mine, she was there a couple weeks ago, and she got robbed by the security guys.
Huh.
Like she was coming out of one of those places, one of those like not even a club. It's called Mega Park, and they grabbed her and like threw her around, kicked her out, and then like she noticed that they had just stolen her phone.
Fuck.
That was mega fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, this is weird. This is like very specific local news of an area where I didn't even used to live specifically. I lived literally on the other end of the island.
So San Antonio, or
Yeah.
however it's called in Ibiza, has the same rules now. They ban all-you-can-drink deals, bar crawls, and happy hours.
They
Literally
banned happy hours.
Yeah, I'm reading this article on Euronews.
Incredible. I mean, the Ibiza is more of a there's a different kind of party tourist there. There's like ravers there, but it's the same shit.
Yeah.
That's incredible, dude. What do they do? I'm very certain this is going to backfire economically speaking. But hey, maybe it'll work. I'm not an expert on these kinds of policies.
Well, the Balearic Islands president, Francina Armengol, said that excess tourism is not welcome in the region. It is neither the kind of tourism we want, nor what residents deserve.
Okay, so so what party is she with? Is it the PP?
I don't know.
Let me find this.
Yeah, Francina Armengol.
Actually, it would be Armengol. But that's Armengol. I love that her Wikipedia article is literally just who she is. And then the one more line that says she tested positive for COVID-19 on the 20th of December 2021.
Yeah, there's really nothing she's done.
Incredible. I mean, she's probably
Famous
bigger
for getting COVID.
She's bigger on the Spanish side. And hang on, she's with the Socialist Party.
Socialists. Yeah, she's with the Socialist Party.
This is surprising. Because like of course the locals like complain about this kind of tourism because I mean it's disgusting, obviously. But it's also like the thing that keeps the lights on for them. Like this seems like, this is not the kind of tourism we want. Like, yeah, but that's like 50% of the tourism that you have. Like, you can keep the other 50%, which is like very rich people. But is going to just that. First of all, that leads to massive gentrification. This is how my grandmother has been able to sell her house. I mean, she would have been able to sell her house for triple what she sold it for, but it was a good chunk of change. because of like gentrification of the area where she lived. Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyway, I took like a sort of a, I was working until like 3, and then I saw that I had written like maybe 300 words, and my hands were shaking, and my blood pressure was extremely high, and like I could hear it ringing in my ears. I was like, okay, I might be a little stressed. I'm gonna take a walk in the park, and I reckon, you know what I really haven't done in a while is like really get into a video game. Like really fucking play the shit out of a game for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while now, I've been wanting to get back into Skyrim, but of course, Skyrim, and still doing the whole Skyrim thing is, well, I mean, you know how it is. It's such a huge amount of work. You have to spend a whole day just compiling mods and then fucking installing them, troubleshooting. It's a whole
Sorting out
thing.
your load order.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
just say, I want to play Skyrim. You have
And-
a whole ritual.
So,
And obviously, because you're smart, you're not paying for like the Nexus subscription, so you can download at high speeds.
So I decided to, because I've also been thinking about Minecraft, and so I reckon there has to be such a thing as mod packs for Skyrim. And there are. They exist. And they're apparently also very good. All of that shit is basically taken care of for you, right? All of those things, all of the finding the mods and compatibility, load order, all that shit is taken care for you. It's a lot easier to just, click the... it is a bit complicated, but it's not even nearly as complicated as doing all that shit yourself. So I decided,
Yeah.
let's do it. Let's get this program called Wobberjack. Let's use it to install myself a mod pack. Yeah, so I've been doing like troubleshooting for 8 hours because the process of installing the mod pack didn't work. I tried to like get help for it, but they just didn't get back. Like another person had like the same problem as me. Is basically the software didn't recognize that I had Skyrim installed. And I was like posting fucking the logs and all that, and another person had the same problem, and they're like, "Yeah, you have to start Skyrim once and then close it." It's like, yeah, but we've done that. It says this in the step-by-step guide to doing this, to do that, and so I did because I'm not an idiot. Well, after like many hours of trials and error, like reinstalling Steam, I reinstalled Skyrim probably like 5 times today. I had to upgrade. I had to pay $20 to upgrade to the like proper full like anniversary edition because otherwise the mod pack doesn't work. It turned out to be literally one file in Steam that I had to delete and then verify game files for because that file was corrupted. And even reinstalling Steam had not fixed that.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you,
that's-
Bethesda.
No, that's not Bethesda's fault. That's actually on Steam's end.
Yeah,
When you
it's
uninstall games via Steam, there are certain files, if they're corrupt, they don't meet the checksum that's in Steam to remove the file after an uninstallation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also verifying them, they don't care that they're corrupted. They get verified even if they're corrupted. And and so I'm like, yes, finally it's working, and it like starts doing its thing. They say like this is a process that's going to take a while, and suddenly it just starts the Nexus website. It's like, yeah, you need to click the download manually button for literally every single one of the over 1,000 mods that this mod pack includes.
Yeah, that's why they want you to pay for Nexus.
Yeah, and
Plus,
so I
that you
did
can
buy a
download
month
those
of Nexus Premium
Oof.
for like $5. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm so far in. And then I stopped doing it because I had to do this stream. But I'm very excited to like open the program again later and to find out that that like me paying the $5 just doesn't make the thing work anyway. So I paid somehow they got me to kind of buy Skyrim again. I paid like $25 a day to pay Skyrim to get like Skyrim, and I pretty much guarantee you that it's somehow still not going to work when it's all done. Like this.
God damn it, Todd Howard, you did it again.
Like, somehow at the end of the day, when I actually end up launching it, I'm gonna be the one guy for whom it doesn't work.
I've been through that as well, my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, that's kind of been my day. Woo! Actually, I did have like an hour in the park that was very nice, and I also got to cook some food. Honestly, fucking macaroni al depressione is killer. It is.
I love
Actually,
cooking food.
I don't know if you heard me. I was just finishing up my meal. I decided, in order to save money on food, that hey, I can, instead of buying fresh chicken breasts from the butcher,
Yeah.
I can just buy a big 10-pound bag of frozen chicken breasts for like a quarter of the price.
That's true.
And I just had some lemon pepper chicken breast over white rice, and it was very, very tasty.
The thing about chicken breast is I like the convenience of it not having bones.
Yeah.
But thighs are just so much juicier, and cooking with bones just brings so much flavor. And that really irritates the shit out of me, because like breast is so much more aesthetic, it's so much better to eat.
It's easier to eat.
Yeah.
It's healthy as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like chicken thigh is somehow extremely unhealthy.
No, it's just
But,
like the
yeah.
breast apparently carries more proteins.
Yeah. Breast is
Actually, I remember when I was at the grocery store, they did have bags of frozen boneless chicken thighs. I'll have to take a closer look at those to see how they pulled that off.
Yeah.
I took the lazy man's way out today, just bought a fucking Durham.
Hell yeah, dude.
But, you know, every now and then, you want one.
Yeah. It's so every once in a while you fucking. I went to like a couple of weeks ago. I went to like McDonald's at like midnight. That was a fucking treat. And I immediately like I was like having it in the bag. I was like regretting it. It didn't taste good. But it's like it tastes terrible, but it's somehow still delicious.
Yeah.
Because it like it's bad for you.
Yeah, and you're like, yes, I'm sinning a little bit right now.
Yeah, and like the thing about it was also like ever since I mostly cook for myself, and I drink kefir like twice a week. My this is gonna be very TMI. My bowel movements have been great. One sitting of eating McDonald's, and I was like shitting terribly for a week. It's
Speaking of bowel movements, I started taking probiotics as well.
Yeah.
Just eating like I don't know if you have it over there in Europe, like Activa yogurt.
Oh yeah, Activia. Yeah. That one's famous.
Yeah, I eat one. I eat it like one every night, and I'm hoping that my bowels will sort themselves out.
Mine have only just sorted themselves out. In the weekend, I made hot wings that were apparently gone bad in the freezer for some reason.
Ooh.
And my gut was not happy with me, so I was like, all right, I'll call the doctor. And the doctor's like, yeah, you're going on protein bars and soup for the next 2 days. I'm like, oh, okay.
That is
I'm sad
up.
now.
That is fucked up.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I wasn't really saying anything. I was just making noise.
Oh, I was about to say the Russian replacement for McDonald's launched.
I have to say that looks better than McDonald's.
Yeah, but you notice on the sauce packet they scribbled out the M.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing, but I saw the new sodas that they have as well, and they somehow look better than
Hello, everyone.
Right. The logo looks like an upside down Warner Brothers logo.
Yeah.
So it's
What
turned
logo is
around to it's turned around to look like an M instead of a W. It's the new McDonald's in Russia. It's called Vusno and Tochia, which means tasty, and that's it.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
I love
And
that Sprite is called Street. I feel like Sprite should have been called Street always.
Yeah.
I like how the Fanta's called Fancy.
Yeah.
So actually the franchise, the Russian franchise, was purchased by a Russian oligarch from McDonald's, and the only limits they have is they can use whatever stock McDonald's left behind. They can use that all up. And the only thing they can't market is the Big Mac. They can literally do everything else.
Oh, they missed out on the Big Tasty though.
I think. Okay, yeah. I think the Big Tasty was also they changed the name to Grand.
Yeah, I mean, what do they like? They can just do whatever now. There's a fucking war on with them. Like, what are they gonna like sue the Russian McDonald's?
I don't. Oh, it's they can't sell Big Macs and McFlurries. Those.
So
are
you know
two
how
things.
Russia has knockoff brands, like instead of Adidas, they've got Adibas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They missed a golden opportunity to call it like McDoubles or some shit like that.
Although,
Well,
like Adidas is a there's parts of Russia where, and this is like not something I'm making up. This is not a joke. This is an actual real Russia fact. There's like a lot of areas in Russia and like social clades where it's entirely respectable to show up to your own wedding wearing an Adidas tracksuit. Like, that's not even...
Yeah.
So long as it is legitimate.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
Gopnik culture runs deep.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking weird, Burger.
I love Gopniks, dude.
You think that's weird? It's entirely legitimate to show up to funerals in this as well.
Yeah.
Like in bright garish colors as well.
Yeah. I find Gopniks are something special. Like the
Gopniks are precious and should be preserved.
Russia itself is precious. Not the institution, mind you. The country as a whole is precious. Like it's fucking whack though.
Okay, so here's I think what's the funniest thing about this relaunch of this knockoff McDonald's in Russia. The first store that opened was the very same store that opened all the way back in the early 90s as the first McDonald's in the Soviet Union. It's the same one at was it Pushkin Square.
That one's good. Did you know, speaking of this, did you know that Mikhail Gorbachev, he like is still alive and he's like on Twitter? Like
I didn't know he was on Twitter.
He has a Twitter account.
Who has a Twitter account? I'm sorry, I didn't understand that first.
I'm just wondering, what does he do?
Apparently he works for like what the fuck is the Green Cross International?
Okay, so he's like an environmental activist.
He's an environmentalist thing. Now, and he just has a Twitter account with like 12,000 followers, which is like niche internet micro celebrity level shit. This man used to fucking rule the second most powerful nation in the world.
I like how his website's called I like how his website's called Gorby.ru.
Wait, this is the ex-president of the USSR.
Yes, that is who that is. Yeah.
Holy shit!
And he has 12,000, like barely 13,000 followers on Twitter.
The irony is that he tried to cover up the whole Chernobyl thing, and now he's running for the major shit.
I'm sorry, he's running what? He's running what?
He's a climate environmental activist.
Yeah.
It's actually amazing.
Oh, did you know that, especially in Europe,
Burger,
a lot of the influential environmental activists that work in big name politics, and even some environment ministers like the ones in Belgium, were all trained in an environmentalist think tank organization that is funded by Gazprom.
You don't say.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Also,
they are the
Burger.
ones that are very vehemently anti-nuclear power.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not surprised this is a guy who thought
Silver,
that
he
an
did
AI...
above the tweet islands. Above the tweet islands.
I'm sorry, is this the guy?
This is the AI guy.
Yeah.
Is this the...
Yes.
Holy shit,
This is the
dude.
guy who said that Google's AI was sentient.
Oh my God,
I'm not gonna lie.
dude.
I'm not gonna lie. He looks like old
He
Jim
looks-
Sterling pre-transition,
He does look like James.
which already is not favorable to him. I'm sorry, but it's just not.
Yeah, he does look like Stephanie Sterling before she
Like,
transitions.
A look of like the before time Sterling and fucking like Total Biscuit mixed with the Penguin.
I'm pretty sure this guy, if he spent long enough time with that big tuna behind him in the aquarium, would say that tuna is sentient. If he spent enough time.
I was like, how can someone be hired by them and to be like this? But now I know. Of course.
Like I've got no way to confirm this.
This looks like a guy
true,
with like
but it
12
would be
tulpas.
I mean, fucking shouts out to him for unironically
he looks-
wearing this kind of shit. He does have
Yes.
drip, but
Yeah.
of course this is the guy. Of course this is the fucking guy. Unfucking believable, dude.
God.
I swear to God, he was just trying to look for a waifu. I 100% is like, if there's gonna be a computer, then she's gonna wanna be my girlfriend because I was the one who introduced her as the first AI, and she's gonna love me for that. I assume this is what he talks like.
Probably.
Oh my god. Fucking U.S. man sues Elon Musk, SpaceX, and Tesla for $258 billion on behalf of investors allegedly defrauded by Dogecoin pyramid scheme.
Oh, let's go, boys!
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, there it is.
Bruh, you bought into
Let's
a fucking
go.
meme coin. You asked for this.
Yeah, there's no way this isn't going anywhere. This is
I don't know, man. I'd be very curious to see if this is. I mean, but
let's see. Keith Johnson quote.
Oh my
in
god,
Amer-
he's real. Burger.
what do you mean he's real?
The guy in the tweet is real.
Yeah, of course he's real.
Yeah, he's real.
This is the real
No, but
guy.
like I was checking, and it is legitimately real. This isn't like some photo, because I had no way of confirming this tweet beforehand. I just posted it.
Oh, were you
thinking it was
were you
real.
doing the posh
Oh,
thing
God.
where you deliberately spread misinformation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is his actual whatever the fuck profile too. Where it said, I'm a software
amazing.
engineer. I'm a priest. I have to do a Cajun accent for this. I don't know how to do a Cajun accent. I'm realizing. I'm a father. I'm a veteran. I am an ex-convict. I'm an AI researcher. I'm a Cajun. I'm whatever I need to be next. Unemployed, motherfucker. That's what you are.
Social chameleon. Also, that pic of Musk is perfect. It's just
Yeah.
the perfect level of just absolute I despise you, you poor
Oh, damn.
poverty man.
He really looks like a supervillain in this one. Like, it's
Okay,
very much.
at least he checks out as a Google employee, because he seems quite liberal. I
He
wanna
looks
say-
like
not
someone out
liberal,
of
not
Batman's
liberal.
rogue gallery.
he does, but no, get this, like he's retweeting stuff about like say sex positivity, um prostitution, no joke,
I mean,
and
Those
other
things are
stuff
good.
like that. Yes, but you know, I can kind of see why. At least he's kind of a Google guy, I
like
guess.
Berger's initial impression of him, like revealing the AI girlfriend, seems more and more plausible now. Because do you remember a couple of years back when all those articles came out about sex bots?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, no, it's bad. Sex bots will corrupt the planet and fucking enable pedophiles or some shit. And now
Yeah,
sex bots are actually coming out to like fucking no fanfare at all.
Yeah, I love that whole discourse because it is so obviously like based in jealousy. It's like fucking female liberation, dildos, vibrators, yay! But then if you like make sex bots that'll like not even just fuck guys but be nice to them, it's like this is the end of civilization. Yeah, well,
It's like, yes, upon further consideration, I have decided to cut out the woman part of the relationship. I'm gonna date my Roomba.
it's like, yeah, fucking, it's so the world without men would be so nice. But then if they like turn it around, those are the first people who are like this thing. They all need to be killed. We need to stop this. We need to make ourselves indispensable, but not by actually being indispensable, but by banning all the alternatives.
Oh yeah, but, well, remember, liberation only goes one way. That's just how it is in public discourse.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. God damn it.
Goddamn. Yeah, fucking.
Oh man, fucking hell! I find so. The one thing I miss about having a Twitter account is I cannot retweet all the interesting art I find anymore,
The interesting what?
which is kind of a shame because art, all the
Art.
good, yeah, art, as in
Art.
you know, yeah,
Art.
is my yeah, yeah,
Art.
is my accent, yeah, is my accent not coming through to you?
Art.
Very French.
I'm just I
Do
can't
laugh.
like not do this. Yeah, I follow a fuck ton of artists on Twitter, dude. It's
Yeah.
a lot.
I do also. I have no joke. I literally have a folder
Yeah.
on my toolbar for my browser, literally dedicated to every single Twitter account I have found that makes good art that I like.
I mean, I have
And it's-
an art folder on my external hard drive. Let me let's wait for it. It has like 28,000 files in it, and it's like 11 gig, like almost 12 gigabytes of just artwork.
Burger, are you breaking your promise of not looking at anything other than the studio chat?
What do you mean not? What the fuck are you talking about? When did I promise to only look at the studio chat? I was literally looking at Mikhail Gorbachev's Twitter like 2 minutes ago.
What's good about
Oh,
Jamie?
hey,
How
Kashi.
are
Oh
you
my
doing,
god,
Kashi?
it's Kashi.
I just got off of work. I feel
What?
great.
Nice.
What's this from? The guy, the Ryan Gosling thing. What is
new
this?
New Barbie movie.
Yeah, the
title.
I'm sorry,
new
he's
Barbie
being
movie.
Ken from Barbie?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is Barbie?
No,
hang on. I'm gonna
girl
guess
who
this. Is it?
No.
Is
Yes,
it? Is
yes,
it the?
yes,
Is it? Don't
No,
say
shut-
anything.
shush,
Don't
shush.
say anything. Don't say
Let him
anything.
guess. Shut
No,
up.
no, shut up. And the fact, don't. Fucking don't.
Is
Let him
it?
I
guess.
was telling you to shut up.
Is it the fuck? What's her name? The one who was in the movie about the stock market. The one from Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
No, probably
No.
not.
No.
No.
No,
is
she
it?
she no, she is in Wolf of Wall Street.
Wait,
Is she?
Barbie's.
Hang on. Who is it? Is it fucking? No, it's definitely not. No, Jessica Chastain is a different hair color. Is it? Are they actually no? The person who played Katniss is not like a classic Barbie.
Okay,
No.
kid, this guy Ken is Barbie's quote boyfriend
Yeah.
or guy friend.
I mean, I know who this. I know who this is. Ryan I'm pretty sure this is Ryan Gosling.
yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm a lot better at knowing like B tier actors than A tier actors. Actually.
Well, she is a pretty
I mean,
B-tier actor.
Yeah,
Is she,
Barbie's
though?
very accomplished. She's been an actor, she's been a doctor, she's been a dentist,
Yeah.
she's been a big sister. You know, Barbie's done a lot of things. She's
No,
almost
but like, who
Mario.
is actually playing Barbie now?
Margot
The girl
Robbie.
who-
No, but
She
that
plays
is the
Harley
chick
Quinn.
from Wolf of Wall Street. I was right. I guessed correctly.
I got it wrong. I got it wrong.
Wait, I thought you didn't know who Barbie was, like the character.
No, I've done.
No,
I
no, the
don't
actor.
know. I'm so manly. I've
No.
never heard of Barbie the character.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
I know. I misheard. I literally. It's like, of course, everybody knows who Barbie is.
Did you
Of-
see
of
the?
course.
Did you see the latest Trains but Worse thing?
Trains, but what?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Word.
saw
Let me
this.
actually-
I
let
saw
me
this.
fucking like sort of try and play this, and okay, I can't play it. Well then,
Aww.
it's basically it's like a.
It's dumb.
It's just a
fucking
train. It's
dumb.
the classic fucking tech billionaire thing where they come up with, "I will innovate the future of transportation," and it's literally just a train but worse.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Def Pina on Twitter said it's like, I'm gonna throw a penny on the track.
yeah. It is like it's so fucking shit. Anything not
Why?
to use
They just
Why? Why would you
not
put that
just
on a
build
beach?
it?
Why does it still have the train head on it though?
You can
That
automate
makes no
that one.
sense.
Yes.
It's like, yes, I
Why
made a
you can
train,
automate
but round and not aerodynamic.
That is awful.
Okay, so here's the thing I noticed. The height.
we have trains for that.
the height.
What is this? You know
the
what this
height-
is? This is the
the height
wide
of the
Putin meme
train.
of trains.
See, one thing I noticed is that the height of the train's floor is barely above like that semi truck, which means what?
No,
happens...
see, this is the thing. Okay, so this you didn't see this because this is in the video. Basically, the stilts that the train runs on, they're like retractable, so it adjusts itself to the height that is needed at this point in time.
No, that's even worse. That is even worse.
Yeah.
What is
Because
that sign?
Because what happens if it fails?
What happens if there's a fucking bridge? Like,
What happens if there's a breeze? Like, what if it's windy?
no, but actually, I do need this thing, but it's like underlaid with the white Putin music now. I need that to happen. I might actually just straight.
Yeah,
up
no,
do that
that's not gonna
myself.
happen. That is definitely never going to happen. Like,
I'm-
as soon as
I-
that hits something, it's fucked.
It's
I'm
right,
sorry,
am I not?
It
It's
is
like- it's
straight up the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Wide
It
trade
is
Putin coming
one-
in.
I'm gonna do this right now. Twitter video download. I'm gonna whip up Sony Vegas.
I hate this so much, Burger.
This
Burger,
is-
I genuinely hate you right now.
I didn't.
Genuinely.
I didn't make this. Why are you hating me?
No, but you introduced this to me. You introduced this.
I'm not the guy who's like, this is you.
I hate
fucking,
you by extension. I hate you by extension. That's
come
the
on,
thing. I hate
initiate
you by
the
extension.
download. Initiate the downloading. Please wait. Okay, go faster. Let's put this in here.
Oh, this is one of the best
Christ.
headlines I've ever seen. Jake Paul is broke after putting all his money in cryptocurrency.
Hey.
Yes.
The fact that people put all their money into anything is insane. That's like how you know they didn't grow up poor. Like,
yeah. Jeez.
or they grew up poor and like have no idea how. They grew up like poor but never learned money skills either.
So they grew
The-
up. They were born poor but grew up rich. is what I would say. Like, probably they started poor, but then grew into the fame. Because, like, when did they start posting?
You're getting a
makes
bit too specific. Let me actually. I need to. This is gonna get struck.
This really hits funny because in Jake Paul's tweet blaming Biden for everything, he blamed Biden for plummeting crypto prices.
Yeah. I'm looking for
Which
like
is
that's
yeah.
insane. It's like blaming Biden for inflation. I need to
Yeah.
Okay, this version has a. You can't hear this, but the people on stream can hear this. I needed like a somewhat lower, worse sounding version of the song.
Oh, like a proper like 180p like pixelated version.
Not quite. I just needed to like be a little bit worse, and I have achieved that now.
Oh, do yourself the favor as well. Slow it down by like 5%.
The video, you mean, or the song?
Oh no, the song. Just make it a slight bit worse.
I'll have to make that judgment call. Oh, this is still the Junji Ito, the fucking Shiro Ishii edit shit.
Boo! I was very scared.
I still think the worst idea ever created by a billionaire was Elon Musk saying, "Let's go to Mars. Let's set up a colony on Mars."
That really is not a bad idea, though.
I can't wait to experience space racism.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah,
Space
you'll get space
Space
racism.
racism.
Like I'm not
Space
gonna.
racism and space slavery.
I am at this point in time the first guy who says, yeah, Elon Musk is a fucking moron. But like going to Mars is not a bad idea. Like
No, going to Mars is fine, but on the time scale he's looking at, it's like, no, you're not going to be able to make
Not with that attitude.
Not economically viable.
Not with that
Yeah.
attitude, you're not.
I can almost guarantee you that the first people who go to Mars and build a colony are going to starve to death.
You know, what does he mean by
Yep.
created new incomprehensible language?
I'm assuming he's talking about like pronouns. Like
What?
Honestly, I think it's more basic than that. And like, have you ever seen Biden like do any sort of speech?
Yeah, he is
yeah.
massively senile.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
seen now.
Like this,
we all know
he
that.
Probably what they mean.
probably should be taking away his driver's license.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
yeah.
Biden, yeah.
Yeah, if they gave him the eye test at his he probably doesn't even drive anymore.
Yeah, I mean, he used to love to drive. Is the thing that was one of his like characteristics.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
he, like,
in his-
had
in
had
his-
like a nice car that he would drive, like a sports car.
he had a Corvette convertible, which is a very nice car.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but I will take your word for it. Why is this taking so fucking long to download, dude? It's downloading at 70 kilobytes a second. What is this, Nexus mods?
Maybe you need to
Where
start
are you
downloading
looking at?
porn.
Wait,
Next
are you using the Twitio video downloader.com thing?
I just always no. The Twitter video is already there. I'm downloading the Putin song from YouTube.
Oh,
Ah,
Why would you download that?
Didn't you?
I just
hear what he
Google
said?
YouTube video downloader. They die. Like it doesn't really. It's not worth it to bookmark them because they die once a week, and then a new worse one like comes out.
I can post the one that I usually use, which is this one.
why not just find the music video?
I'm already downloading it.
Yeah, like this one downloads relatively fast.
They
can just, like,
usually
start this one
download fast
side
too.
by
I don't
side.
understand why this one is like specifically slow. I don't like. It's kind of weird to me.
Fucking
But hey, I
servers
mean, it's
hosted
not
in
like
Iran.
it's not like there's pressure to do this quicker than anyone else.
True. It's not like you're like in a competition.
Yeah.
Competitive shit posting.
Yes.
Yeah. So the guy, what is happening? Why is this not appearing in my folder now? Show in folder. Yes. Oh, it's for some reason at the other end of the folder. Thank you for that.
So,
Thanks, Windows.
speaking of music,
Yeah.
I got freaking like an actual physical disc in the mail the other day.
A
It's
what?
pretty cool, honestly. A physical
Oh.
CD with freaking music on it.
Hell yeah. dude.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like the only way I could get like the music.
Yes, I have it. It's here. I've got it.
Yeah, this is Biden in his Corvette. He looks so fucking.
I kind of
looks
like
very
love
happy.
the guy Biden, right? I think I like the guy Biden because he eats ice cream. First of all, that's very relatable.
Yeah.
Doesn't remember jack shit. I also relate to this. I like the aviators. I like the car, and he calls his son like my beautiful son. He loves his kids.
Yeah.
He just also happens to be a cunt.
Unironically, aviators are just the best type of sunglasses.
Yeah. Yes, this is objectively a true statement.
Because like either they make you look really cool or they make you look like a dick.
This is a square format thing, right?
Yeah, aviator sunglasses in a convertible are cool. Aviator sunglasses in like a crew cab pickup truck means you're a fucking douchebag.
Where the frick
Aviator
is it?
glasses on a bike. There you go.
No, I have
there
to.
it
I have to
is.
render this in low definition. I can't.
There
this
it
can't be like.
is.
Oh yes. Like make it as like quality as possible, but quality spelled with a K and a W.
How do I? This would be a tall screen thing, though. Okay, I have to go in deep into the formats library. 480p portrait.
I've sort of been like racking my brain for fucking like whatever stories I could tell on stream today.
Yeah.
And
I don't have.
the
I don't
only
have
thing
anything
I
either.
can fucking like that springs to mind was something I told Core about earlier, which was the time I almost got human trafficked.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay. Yes.
Wait, what? How did that happen?
I fell asleep in the back of a van.
Yeah, no, big bad idea.
All right.
So, fucking right. This was again many years ago. 17. I picked up a temp job.
Yeah.
Where I worked with some carpenters on a construction game.
Oh yes.
So basically just like hauling wood back and forth. But I'd been out partying the night before, so I was absolutely trashed, and I'd gotten like 1 hour of sleep.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, like this is actually dangerous for me to do work. So, and they just sort of look over me and go, "Wait, you know what? You go take a nap for like 4 hours, and you can work those extra 4 hours instead." I'm like, all right. So I go to sleep in the back of the van, right?
Yeah.
And I wake up later, where like the van is moving. I was like, wait, what? What the fuck? We weren't supposed to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So I check my phone, right? And I noticed I'd gotten like 70 calls and like 50 messages asking me like, where the hell is the car? Where are you? Like, fuck it, all right. I turn on the phone GPS, like early Google Maps, and it's like, oh wait, shit, I'm 20 kilometers off the German border, still in Denmark, mind you.
Yeah.
But we'd moved like 200 kilometers in this van. I'm like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to be in Germany. That's messed up.
Yeah,
Right.
At one point, the van stops, and I sort of like make my way out of it, and I get noticed by a pair of police officers.
Yeah.
Like they walk over and is like, "Yeah, can we see your passport or something to like identify where you're from?" It's like, dude, I went to sleep in like Aarhus, and I am now like near Germany. I don't know what fuck's happened. It's like, That car, by the way, who does that belong to? Oh yeah, that's my temp boss's car. I don't know if like it's them in the car. And two Polish lads walk out, right? Like having the smoke next to the gas stop. And the police are like, you mind if we hide over in the bushes and we catch whoever has this vehicle? It's like, you know what? Sure, I don't care. Like, I just want to go home at this point. I'm dead fucking tired.
Yeah.
And those two Polish lads just sort of walk over and get ready to get in the car. So apparently it had been boosted while I was at work sleeping in the car.
What the fuck?
Fuck.
What do you mean?
And it's like,
Did they not look in the back seat when they boost a fucking car?
no, they just take it and drive it off as fast as possible to get out of the country within like a day.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it doesn't take. I mean, it's not like a big process of literally turning your head.
Oh no, like it's one of those like workers'
It's
vans.
one of those,
So-
yeah,
No, it
yeah.
has
there's
like
no-
a separate compartment. You mean?
yeah, so it doesn't have a window
Okay.
into the back compartment.
Okay, this makes a bit
Oh
more
my-
sense now.
Yeah, so they got arrested, and apparently, right. So I was a pretty heavy sleeper back then because temp work, college, all that
Yeah.
shit. So it wasn't
Yeah.
uncommon for me for like on weekends sleep like 16 hours a day, not even waking up if fucking explosions or some shit happened outside.
Which obviously they do all the time.
Obviously,
Oh,
car
man.
crashes and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, so I could have actually have woken up in like Poland having been trafficked.
Fucking hell, man.
Jesus Christ.
But imagine the guys too, because they weren't trying to do human trafficking. They were like,
Oh no,
they
it
just
was like
eventually
entirely by
just,
accident.
There is,
Well, I mean,
there is a guy. He is in the back. This. What do we do about this?
Yeah, because
We have trouble now.
if you
Better
had
kill him.
if you had stayed asleep and then they got to their destination, they'd have to get rid of you somehow.
Yeah. they're like,
Yeah.
Let us just make him the kill.
Drop in on the road.
Or,
it's
or,
fine.
you, or you could be a immigrant worker in Dubai. Who knows what could have happened?
I was in.
I could have been a reverse Polish migrant.
You're like the one white guy. You're the one white guy in a construction crew in Dubai, like haphazardly putting up another skyscraper.
Yeah. I was in a couple years ago. Last time, speaking of like explosions in Denmark, a couple years ago, I was in Denmark on vacation. Went to Vias, which is like in the basically the westernmost tip of that sort of flat plain. And it's like a very picturesque, nice beach type area. I mean, for like Denmark, very nice camping spots with some like houses that you can hang out in, and also right next to it is a massive military installation.
Yeah. I know where Virus is.
Yeah, they were shooting guns like in the middle of the night. They start with like machine gun fire.
Yeah, it's the Blue Water camp, I believe.
Yeah, and we were just like, I mean, we were still awake at that time, but like they would shoot up until like 5 a.m. There's a bit on the beach where there's just like a line. They have like it's not even a proper fence. It's just basically like a rope.
It's like a mowed lawn.
Yeah, it's a rope that says do not go past this point because you might be accidentally shot in the head. It's like, okay, well, I will only take my walk up until this precise point then. And also, like, danger of landmines and shit. It's like, there's dogs playing here. It's fucking... I can see a hot dog stand from here.
It's fine. It'll be a learning experience.
Yeah. So there's some of the guys were like, yeah, we were out walking in like the mall, and suddenly there were like soldiers with guns pointed at us, like, oh no, yeah, we thought you were maybe enemy combatants. And I was like, what the fuck? We're just high as shit, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Yes, you committed an illegal.
Yeah, I mean, they were illegally trashed, but like they just kind of told them to leave. And
Well,
were,
it's
like,
more the
nice
high bit,
about
really.
it. Apparently, I mean, it is Denmark,
Yeah, it's so like it'll probably be like the most polite way of being like, hey, would you mind like maybe perhaps you don't have to, but sort of kind of moving over there for a bit.
Yeah.
Just anywhere but here
Yes.
for the moment.
Would you mind stepping away from the cone of fire of my machine gun, please? Would you
really wouldn't rather
would
not
it
bother you.
perhaps not be too much of an inconvenience to step out of the.
Speaking of Denmark, important news, everyone. The Hans Island dispute has been settled.
The
Oh
hand-
wow!
they-
the
yeah,
what
yeah,
has been
they-
what?
Yeah, this is a
So
big...
the most polite war between Denmark and Canada has been settled.
Oh damn!
Oh,
Yeah.
is this the one between
What-
Greenland and?
Yeah, it was the little island off the west coast of Greenland where Denmark and Canada would procedurally just like walk over, remove the flag, and leave alcohol, and then hang up their own flag.
Based.
And this continued on for like 15 years.
No, it continued. No, this is more like 100 years.
Is it?
This? Yeah, the Han Island dispute's been going on for fucking decades. And
I
it's
love these kind of like white border disputes.
Yeah,
Like just this isn't like land that we need or care about. We just kind of have it because we do. Let's
Yeah,
just
it's-
make a
right, it's
game
from-
out of it.
It's from 1978 until 2022. The whiskey war.
okay. I thought it was longer. Sorry.
No. 50 to 100 years. Who cares? Same thing, really. It's all boomers.
Oh yeah, so
Oh,
they
boomer shit.
okay, so yeah, they would knock over the flag and leave a bottle of whiskey.
No, they'll just take down the flag. Like, not gonna like take it down and politely sort of fold it and place it next to the flagpole.
Why the fuck does Denmark have fucking Greenland anyway? Like, what's the deal with that? I never bothered to Google this.
Oh boy. Viking settlers effectively.
Yeah, but Viking settlers that like died off
Yeah.
or left,
We've
and then came back.
Denmark.
I think it was like Viking settlers were there, and then it was under the Norwegian crown for a bit, and then like we kicked the shit out of Norway and then took it.
Yeah.
As you normally do.
The Portuguese apparently owned Greenland for a while,
What the fuck?
and they called
What?
it the Terra do Labrador.
Yeah, of course. they
How
Which was
exactly did
later
they come
applied to
to
Canada.
own Greenland?
I mean, how the
because
fuck
they were-
did the Dutch come to own all of Indonesia, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
Yeah,
one of
the-
those
and-
things.
But yeah, it's been apparently Danish territory since 1814. Mind you, like the Inuits on the island have only been there since like the 13th century. Before that was just barren.
Wait, hang
Like,
on.
like, literally-
Basically, the Vikings were there before the. But they were already talking about Skrylings at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yes, kind of.
I mean, the Vikings reached Canada by like the year 1000.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
Or
about
were the
right.
Skrylings from there? I don't recall this properly. I'm not a Viking. I actually am a Vikingologist. I literally studied this shit at university.
Yeah.
Do you know Haitabu, Hedeby?
You're probably pronouncing that horribly
Yes,
wrong.
extremely. Yeah,
Okay,
the German
okay,
pronunciation
acco-
is Haitabu. The Danish one it's spelled like this. I'm pretty sure.
Right, wrote up so I can see.
Okay, so it
Oh,
says here
Hilby.
first-
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
This is pronounced Hilbu.
No, Hilby.
Of course, yeah.
Basically, Plainsville.
Hedeby. It says Hedeby.
It's this.
Yeah, but like the translated name would be fucking like,
Yeah.
literally just like Plainstown.
Yeah. So my university. No, hang on. This isn't the. Actually, I think I'm mixing something up here. Okay, because this is a prehistoric.
You definitely
prehistoric.
are.
This is a Viking Age village.
Also, it says here the first people arrived in Greenland from the Canadian island of Ellesmere around 2500 to
Oh, this
2000
hit it.
BCE.
It's just in
So-
a different location than the.
Are you confusing Greenland with New Zealand? Because New
No.
Zealand
Not at all.
was
No, 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 no.
recently. The Maori came to New Zealand in like the 1300s.
I'm talking about this.
Because I know that Greenland has had its population pushed off the island multiple times.
I think you're talking about the Viking population, not the Inuit.
So this Hudeby is in a different location than the modern city town of that same name, and hang on, this is it's now in Schleswig. Yeah, okay, it's in Schleswig-Holstein. I was gonna do for a whole fucking Denmark thing, cultural relevance, whatever the fuck. Yeah, basically they like my uni excavated this place. And that's the reason why literally in every single lecture that you attend there in the archaeology department, even the one about like hunter-gatherers in East Africa, they mention this. Somehow they find a way to mention this.
They're really proud of it then.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
God. I think the greatest thing that Denmark has ever gotten away with is like the borderline absolute genocide that we by accident introduced to the Greenlandic people.
Oh yeah, the smallpox. Yeah.
Oh,
it says,
well-
Sorry.
it says that here.
Like smallpox and beer.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, oh yeah, would you guys let us settle if we bring over like this wonderful thing called alcohol? And
Which is
obviously
weird. Which is weird for the Inuits, for the Inuits specifically, because a few of their like cuisine is literally like opening up like a dead seal and shoving a bunch of birds into it and letting it be
ferment,
buried in
yeah.
it. Yeah, ferment in the ground for like a year.
Yeah, but there's a kind of a difference between like beer and fermented meat.
Right. It's just yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now they're having a lot of trouble with like keeping people who are in any sort of way educated on the island. Mostly because they don't want to deal with the horrible social conditions between like people.
Sounds a lot like what happens in Canada and the U.S. with the native populations.
Like a sort of
Seems to be a theme.
a sort of
with
very no joke these days is that the three primary exports of Greenland is incest, suicide, and depression.
Jeez.
Did you actually? This
God
is
damn.
a real like we brought all these fucked up diseases to like the Americas, but actually what we got from them is syphilis. That's an American thing.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
The Indians got their revenge.
yeah. I mean, not really. Let's be. I mean, it's just imagine, because this is the people. I don't think people can like conceptualize of this. 90% of Native Americans were just obliterated by disease.
Oh, yeah, there's like whole cultures and
Yeah.
societies we have no idea existed because they were wiped out before we could even
Yeah.
see them.
It was like not even.
them even.
It's they fucking like
I'm pretty sure
within a few
we might have
years,
gotten-
like within less than a generation.
I'm pretty sure we also wiped out some of them before we could even record them, like unknowing.
Well, yes, that's what.
Well, yeah, that's what we're
Emmett
talking
said.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but like,
pretty base.
yeah, but like,
Like
Well, yeah, 'cause
90% of the population just succumbed. You hear there's some kind of like weird looking white people in the fucking east that just showed up, and then 90% of the people you know die of disease.
there was like a huge city north of where modern day St. Louis is. There was a huge Native American city with these huge mounds they built, and the city was just completely wiped out
Yeah.
before any Europeans showed up.
Yeah.
So we know very, very little about the city or the culture or anything. And what makes it worse is that when St. Louis was founded, they like actually destroyed a lot of the mounds to help like with construction and all that for the city of St. Louis.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just-
Oh yeah, that reminds me of a story I watched from Mini Minutemen. Apparently, so there was a tablet of what was it? A written language they found in the USA, which was supposedly going to be like one of the first American languages, Native American languages to ever be recorded. But it is highly speculated that that is in fact a hoax made by people back in like the was it the 1800s?
Oh yeah, there's been a lot of hoaxes regarding pre-Columbian America. Like there's like during the 1800s there was like several claims to have found like giants, like the bones of giants. Secret languages. The biggest hoax was some huckster, like I think in North or South Carolina, like made coins and then claimed that they were coins from like the Phoenician Empire, and claimed that the Phoenician Empire was the first one to discover the United States.
They did. I mean, speaking like of those coins, those in particular may have been a hoax, but they did find at least Viking silver coins. I mean, not silver coins traded by Vikings. But Vikings, by and large, didn't actually make their own silver coins because silver was rather rare in Scandinavia. But silver coins traded by Vikings in like Native American settlements that may have arrived there by like very, very long trade routes.
The Vikings had a couple colonies up in Labrador, up in Canada,
and so that coin may have traveled
decades.
from there into trade between Native Americans.
Mm.
They found they found Viking coins all the way down in like Michigan and Ontario.
Mm.
And they're saying it was just
That kind of makes me wonder what would have happened if the Vikings had kind of settled there and like had contact back to their mainland through Greenland and Iceland and
probably kicked out the British and the French.
I would have thought that maybe
so it wouldn't be
colonies.
French Canada, it would be Danish Canada. So superior in every way.
My thinking is because we didn't reach like imperialism back then, it would have probably been better for the Americans. Let's be real. Nothing would have helped the Americans, even if we arrived there as like the Roman times.
Oh
we
no,
would have massacred their ass.
Apparently, from records discovered, the first meeting of one of the first meetings of the Vikings with the Native Americans did not go well.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm saying like, regardless of what era we, theoretically speaking, regardless of what era anyone from the West, from like Europe or Africa or wherever, landed in America, regardless of what time period, theoretically speaking, the natives would have still been fucked.
Why?
Well, I mean, think about it. If you fucking land Romans of all people in America, what are they gonna do?
Well, what
do you think they're gonna do?
They did in like
in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe, Roman colonialism was kind of. I mean, it was fucked up and shit, but it wasn't like as racist as Western imperialism later. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, the only state where you could be considered to be an Italian, well, a true Roman citizen was in more or less what is modern day Italy.
Yeah,
Like,
A
but
lot of it
it's,
was-
you know,
With-
I mean, they
with
didn't
the
like
Roman
actively
Empire.
genocide the Germans, is what I mean.
Yeah, like with the Roman
You mean the
Empire,
Gauls?
if you could bring value to Rome,
never been
then
able to
the
conquer.
Romans would take you in. That was the whole point of the empire.
The Gauls beg to differ.
The what?
Well, the Gauls don't have a voice in this because they're French.
Fuck you. No, but real. Though I will counter the fact that the Romans would have never been able to conquer Germania. Methinks.
They would have.
It doesn't matter. They
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't. True.
Like,
But let me remind you that you brought up the hypothetical of them colonizing the Americas. So
yeah.
True. But
It's like,
yeah,
like,
no, that's fair.
Rome could
Rome
have
is-
taken
the Rome-
Germania, but the problem
Yeah.
was that Rome was fracturing at the time because of shit
Yeah.
emperors.
I had this
Yeah.
an idea for an alternate
But-
history thing that's like set in the 13th century and shit, where basically the Roman Empire managed to harness steam power, and that's how they like began colonizing the Americas.
I mean, it's not too.
See, now
Because,
I'm just
I mean-
imagining an Indian, a Native American in a toga, fucking going Ave Caesar.
Yeah, they would have
With
done.
a very Indian accent for some reason.
We need you to do your rain dance over there. We need it to rain in Italy right now.
Mm.
Because Rome was also very much entranced by mysticism.
True.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. Anywho, what else do we have? How should we spend the last 20 minutes of the podcast?
I just kind of want to go through the theoreticals of, like, what happens if the Vikings actually kind of technically, quote unquote, colonize the USA when they first land there.
I don't think like the
Like,
Vikings
they
didn't
wouldn't quite-
do the
they-
whole colonization thing. Like that's not a.
They just settled. To be fair,
and even
Yeah, we
then,
just went places. We live here now. We don't
Yeah.
want to go back.
I mean, that's how it used to work back then. In general, we would just
Yeah.
show up and like the nationalism wasn't a thing yet. And
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, colonization happened before the emergence of nationalism as well. Blah blah blah. But you know,
true.
Remember, only white people do colonialism.
yeah.
Yes, because that's how it works.
But nah.
But no, I think they would have had a successful time and wouldn't have fucked over the indigenous population too badly compared to like what colonialism did.
There would
probably
have been
would
so
still
the
be-
Vikings and the Native Americans at that time didn't have like a massive tech gap, you know.
True.
Which is the thing that was
But
the
I mean-
case when the Europeans showed up. Is like they had fucking guns. They
Did-
brought a bunch of fucked up
Did Native
diseases.
Americans at the time have like iron armor? And I know they had some
No.
forms of weapon, but I
Yeah,
don't
but they
think
didn't have the
necessarily had
same
that much-
like infrastructure. Like you can have like one
True.
iPhone. That doesn't mean the population at large is interconnected. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of any of that, just their natural immune system wasn't built up. Like before,
Yeah.
most of them even had contact with Europeans. Like 90% of the population of like North.
That was we've
Yeah.
talked about this earlier. That was a crucial
But I
aspect,
think-
which would have been mitigated in the sense that they probably, if there had been more consistent ties between, through the Vikings, then the plagues would have traveled to the Americas at
Well,
with some delay after they had already killed
Yeah,
90% of the population in Europe.
true. But I do think so. I can't remember, but was Ireland really that affected by the Black Plague?
No, was it Ireland had one or two of them where it was like fine.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember
two
hearing like
guys.
Ireland wasn't too badly affected by the plague.
I kind of want to return to a topic brought up earlier, which was like the Phoenician Empire shit. In
what
regards
empire?
to like the Phoenician shit you were talking about,
Phoenician.
Phoenician, whatever.
Phoenicians.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean the Republic?
whatever it was, right? So it's more like to touch on that sort of general, sort of like way beyond times that we don't know a whole lot about. I'm still not wholly convinced that all the Babylonian like clay tablets with their language on it is just not ancient shit posting.
Oh, it probably is.
So it's there's no
it's
way they'll
always different
believe that
from
these random like lines that go left and right is an actual language.
That reminds me of I think I told the story or the story before, but I think it was I think it was they found like in a temple or like a market square. I think like in Iraq or somewhere in the Middle East, where they found like Viking like runic writing like on the ceiling.
Oh yeah,
Of, like,
in
one of
the,
the-
in,
yeah,
the- in
that's
Istanbul.
fair. Like the Vikings have gone all the way down
Yeah,
to
I just love how like they went and translated it, and it just says this spot's very high.
Yeah. There's another one also in the Hagia Sophia. This like fucking Johnny was here basically. Is the Byzantine emperor had a guard like an honor guard of Vikings basically.
Oh yeah, the Varangians.
Yeah.
Speaking of ancient,
the Ferengians.
No,
Speaking
not the
of, like-
Ferengians, the
The Ferengi.
Varangian.
Who are the Ferengi?
The furry game.
God, speaking of the like the ancient Mesopotamian and fucking Babylonian empires and whatnot, I still find the more recent tablets of Gilgamesh that have been uncovered, where he's basically just slagging off Ishtar, is amazing.
Yeah.
He's what?
Right, so Gilgamesh at one point apparently had a stone tablet made where he recites a long poem which is basically just like an ancient diss track
Hello.
where he's talking about how she lays with the bull of heaven and horses.
Oh, oh damn, that's
It's like, yes,
that's harsh. That's harsh.
absolutely based.
You fuck bulls and horses.
Oh yeah. Fucking drink piss.
Drink, piss, and die.
I have apparently been exposed to a person that has coronavirus. However, I had coronavirus like a month ago, and I am triple vaccinated. So you can fuck right off.
Hmm.
Is someone speaking and we can't hear it?
I think so. I
Yeah,
can't tell.
Sosa,
Yeah,
are
I
you
can't tell.
speaking?
I guess
It's
not.
kind of like you're shouting underwater or something. What is happening?
Oh right, yeah. He calls her a sandal filled with piss.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Did they ever
Hello?
develop any good theories on the Babylonian bar joke?
Oh god, I don't think so.
The Babylonian bar joke.
Oh
No,
god.
Oh, okay. So, okay, get this, right? Get this.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm getting it.
a dog
I'm
walks
getting
into
it, Burger.
a dog walks into a tavern, right? And he's
Yeah.
like, I can't see a thing. I'll open this one. Yeah, that's the joke. That's the joke.
That has relevance in like Babylonian life.
This is like a joke that was discovered a couple like it's probably been around for a while, but it only recently acquired like internet fame. Yeah, and so this basically it's like the oldest known an X walks into a bar joke, and nobody fucking knows what it means. Like,
Lol.
it would be hilarious if it was like a shit joke. Like if like even within the context of Babylonian society, it would just like it's just not funny. It's like he fucking Babylonian John made a joke, fucking piece of shit. It's like what's the bong hit transplant guy? It's a fucking oh god.
It's like the what are those joke
yeah.
from a couple years ago. It's like
It's
in
the
a
joke.
1,000 years.
It's like the
Yeah.
Tom Myers of the Babylonian Empire wrote that joke. The shittest joke like ever made. And, and it is like the only one that has survived. It's like seen as this like great achievement of human ingenuity. The first dog walks into a fucking bar joke. And it's just the so like they could have had Babylonian Calm Town, but it's like it's just, although apparently they had Babylonian Calm Town with Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm reading a thread on the Ask Historian subreddit about the
Yeah.
bar joke, and like there's like one dude like insisting that it has something to do with a dog walking into a brothel, and then like seeing something at dog eye level, which I don't know. People are just trying to figure.
Yeah,
People
there's a
trying to
lot of like, I
decipher
haven't
this.
seen any good theories on it,
Yeah.
but I'm very curious about it. It's the one joke you can't explain, like. But I love that the basic structure of the joke is still the exact same shit.
Let's see. One proposed explanation of the joke is that the punchline presumes that the end would also be a brothel, and the humor suggests the dog is hoping to see what transpired out of view. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't. I don't understand this now any more than I did before.
I like this other explanation where it's like the punchline is the dog just has its eyes closed, and that's the joke.
That would be a Calm Town bit. It's like,
Yeah, it's like why did the chicken cross the road
yeah,
to get to the other side?
yeah. Classic Nick Mullen bit. He came up with that one.
Yeah. Well, no, and then Adam comes up with it 2 weeks later.
That would also be brilliant if the joke just was unfinished.
Low.
Like it's just we're
wanna
trying to like
explain
find
what?
meaning in it, and it doesn't have any.
Just starts a joke, doesn't finish it, doesn't explain himself, just leaves. The Giga Chad.
Gilgachad.
Yes.
God, the Epic of Gilgamesh is actually amazing to read through.
Yeah, he's a pretty lit guy.
Pretty lit.
The oldest bromance.
I love that they have like entire
Romance.
sections of it that they never found any like tablets for. So they just made shit up that fit story wise. Like it's like, oh well, this is some that's referenced later, so this must be a thing here.
It's just ancient Babylonian fan fiction. There you go.
So I looked up Roman jokes on Wikipedia, and I really like this one.
Yeah.
A man standing before a censor is about to testify whether he has a wife. The censor asks, "Do you have, in all your honesty, a wife?" The man replies, "I surely do, but not in all my honesty."
Based.
Oh man.
Yes, the old girlfriend from Canada joke.
It's the same.
Well-
I like the fact that we always used to be like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what age.
Doesn't matter what age, shit posting is still shit posting.
it's
apparently
very
there was
nice.
My favorite one. mm, My favorite thing, though it's a bit sad, is have you ever heard of the Roman epitaphs for dogs?
No.
No.
Oh boy, get ready. Get your tissues ready because you're gonna cry.
I will
Okay.
not, but thank you.
Bold assumption that I can
Okay,
cry.
here's one of them. Wait, no, that's not the right.
You just assume I have emotions.
Yeah, don't you know he's a hardened German at this point?
I'm a man.
Man's
Okay,
man.
here's one. Mia never barked without reason, but now he is silent.
I mean, yeah, that's just the kind of shit that people would also already now
Yeah.
put on their dog headstones.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
Um,
done stupid things with cats as well. Like there was an
true,
artist
but
who couldn't
I find it
bear
heartwarming.
removing his cat's paw marks from a piece of art he did, and he just let it be there. It's like, yes, the cat has
True.
made his mark upon this piece of art as well. The cat artist.
You also gotta remember, we
Artists.
humans domesticated dogs like tens of thousands of years ago. Of course, we love and care for them. Caring about pets isn't a recent thing.
Yeah. But what I find based is that cats basically domesticated themselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With dogs, it was sort of like a concentrated effort. Like, we chose the dogs, but the cats chose us.
Yeah,
Urban ecosystems in
yeah,
general,
most
like
definitely.
one of the like rats are very successful because we exist.
Yeah. Oh, I found out that pigeons, like the pigeons we see everywhere, those are domesticated pigeons. Like,
You think they
The
just
majority
changed
of
from
Oh,
domesticated pigeons,
right. Yeah, no,
Oh,
that
right.
that makes sense.
yeah,
Speaking-
because for
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
because we raised them for meat. They were homing pigeons, and sometimes they just got out and got lost, and they're domesticated, but they're just feral pigeons. You could literally just like take one and just raise it as a pet, and it would be fine with it.
Yeah, you could eat it.
Oh, maintenance. Okay.
So, speaking of rats, right? Did you know that Alberta has no rats?
Yeah, they have like some kind of special situation where they have like a rat alarm. I watched a video about this at some point.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's a complete rat genocide in Alberta. Like,
I'm sorry, what?
yeah,
Why
like
would
some
they?
guy tried to sneak in rats as pets, and he got fined like many thousands of dollars.
Hell yeah.
And there was another guy who tried again
Why?
later, and the rats got out, and like they didn't even have to sound the rat alarm. Like all the fucking citizens of the town just came out with like brooms and hammers and shit and killed all the rats.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Basically, don't be
but why?
don't be bringing that rat shit up there. They're not having it.
Yeah, it was a campaign started in the 1950s.
Oh yeah.
What's
And
really
it has
cool about
had
where I
no
live-
breeding population of rats for 70 years.
What's really cool about where I live is that basically we have no cockroaches.
Oh yeah, we don't have any cockroaches here either.
Yeah, it's too cold for them.
Yeah.
Another
Did you
reason
just
why
pocket a whole ass
cold the
payphone?
climates are the best.
Yes, you probably
No,
did.
I
It's
disassembled
sunburned.
it.
Let's
No, I
be
just disassembled it.
in
You could-
2004. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Burger, it's possible to pick up an entire ass American fridge and put it in a backpack.
Yeah,
Oh.
that seems very normal, reasonable, cool.
That is true. Yes.
Proper.
I mean,
thing
it's
that's
it's
realistic.
it's Skyrim logic. Like, let me just
Yeah,
bring
yeah.
like 500 wheels of cheese.
Okay, so in 2004, somebody released 38 rats in Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah.
By the time rat control officers arrived, most of them were dead. The local residents had formed a posse and killed them with brooms, 2x4s, and shovels. If the authorities had caught the culprit, he would have faced a $190,000 fine, or $5,000 for each rat.
That is fucking
Why,
wild.
though?
Assuming his
why do
neighbors
they-
didn't get to him with brooms, 2x4s, and shovels first.
Why do they
Yeah.
remove massive urban pests, Posh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, you're right. They are
wonder.
pests. Yeah, no, because I've kind of come to see rats as kind of like pets, but then I forget like there's a shit ton of them in the sewers.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you
pet
also-
rats and there's like fucking like sewer rats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
don't
there's a
you-
kind of there's a kind of
different.
rats. Yeah, there's the kind of rats who like in New York who'll just steal an entire pizza in front of like a crowd of people.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, do not fuck with New York rats. Like, they will actually
No,
kill
New
you.
York rats don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with New York.
Oh yeah,
rats.
New York rats will fight back.
Like, they will eat
But
cats.
that would be a zoophilia,
Like,
my
fucking-
man.
but yeah, like, Git, don't you live in France?
No, he lives in London.
No, I live in England. I
Oh,
was born
Well,
in
England-
France.
living in
I'm
England-
also French. but I
England,
live
France, it doesn't really matter. Both places smell of piss anyway.
Fuck you.
I saw
Word, dude.
before I take off, I saw an incredibly like it was like fucking live leak like level kind of a fucked up video on Reddit. It was a video of this huge ass pig, this
Yeah.
giant fucking pig, like with a baby in its mouth,
Yeah.
like a human infant in its mouth, and it's running down the road trying to eat it, and there's this huge crowd of people chasing it with like farm implements.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Bruh.
that sounds about right.
That's a
Pigs
good
can
note
eat
to end the stream
anything.
on.
Yeah.
Goodbye, end stream. See you around, cunts.
All right, with that dark thought.
Yeah, hell yeah.